Okay, guys, it's packet day number 3. So we're going to be on our third day of our packet, which starts on day 9 for math. Okay, so let's look at number 1 here. Number 1, we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we're writing that as an exponent. So when we write it as an exponent, we need to pay attention to how many times we write down the letter 2. Okay, so we've got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So that's going to be 2 to the 6th power, because we're going to write 2 times itself 6 times. So 2 to the 6th power. Okay. Now if we were going to solve this, let's write this up here real quick. 2 to the 6th power. All right, now if we were going to solve this, 2 times 2 is 4, and then 4, and then 4. So 4 times 4 is 16, and then times 4, 16 times 4 is going to be 64. So that's going to be our other answer. But our answer that we're looking for is this one. Okay. Now, similarly, we can work this one out the same way. So when we have it in exponential form, which is with the exponent, we can change it back to expanded form, which is like this. So for 3 to the 2nd power, that means 3 times 3. And for 5 to the 3rd power, that means 5 times 5 times 5. Okay? So for 3 times 3, we know that one already, right? So that one's just going to be 9, right? And then for 5 times 5, we know that that one's going to be 25, right? 5 times 5 is 25. So then what about this one right here? We might not know this one right offhand, so we can just try it up here. So 25 times 5. All right, so 5 times 5 is going to be 25, so we put our 5 down here. 2 up here. 2 times 5 is going to be 10, and then 10 plus 2 is 12, so we have 125. Okay, so this times 5 is going to equal 125. That's 124. 125. Okay, now we have to bring this part down, which is to say 9 plus 125. So 125 plus 9 is going to be what? So 9 plus 5 is going to be 14. Then we put our 1 up here, and then 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 1 plus 0 is 1, so 134 is going to be our answer. Okay, so 134 is our answer for that one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So these are going to be similar to that. You're gonna write an expression using exponents and then solve it. So you can count how many times it says 9, and then you're gonna make that be your exponent, and then you're gonna solve this one too. Okay. All right. So find the value of the expression. Okay. So we've got n minus 4. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go down here. All right. We got n minus 4. And then we know that n equals 9. So then we have 9 minus 4. Okay? Which equals what? 9 minus 4 is going to be 5. Okay? So if you're not sure about it, you can check your work and you can say, okay, so I've got 5. I got 5 on my hand here, and then I'm going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get 9 total on your hands. And do it that way. But that's something that you probably should just remember, that 9 plus 4 is, or 5 plus 4 is 9. But if you don't, that's not a problem. You can just figure it out that way. Okay. All right. So this one, simplify the expression here on number 2. For number 1, I'm just going to go ahead and say don't worry about this one. We have not gone over the identity property of addition, I don't think. So don't look at that one. Just work on the ones around that one, okay? Now, let's see. So when it says simplify, it means that we're going to use what we call the distributive property. You might remember the ice cream and the 2 kids. Okay, so we're going to do the little rainbow things here. Okay, so we're going to distribute this 3 to both parties inside the parentheses, right? So it goes to both things within the parentheses. Okay, so that's going to be 3 times v is 3v plus 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Okay, so that's our answer. That's how you simplify it. So that's how that one goes. And then let's look. Here's the last page of day 3. Okay. And let's look at here. All right, so simplify by combining like terms. Okay, so do we see any like terms? We see j, j, and j. Okay, so our first one, we've got 5j, and then we've got negative 3j. So 5j and negative 3j is going to make how many j? 2j. Okay, plus 2j is going to make 4j. Okay, so it's that simple. Very simple. Okay, so then we'll pick up right here on day 4. Okay.